but I honestly think I overdid it on Friday. Probably wasn't a good idea to do starters back to back. Not only that, I mean, it wasn't really back to back because it was like 2-3 days later, but I was so determined. I was just like, I need to get this video vertically. I'm going to keep doing it because I know I have it, and then I just didn't. So I'm pretty sure I injured myself. I don't know if I injured myself or if I'm just really, really sore, but my shoulder hurts, and it's been 4 days since then. So I'm a little bit concerned. Yeah, don't be dumb like me, okay? Don't, I mean, obviously push yourself, yes, but within means. Like, there's a difference between pushing yourself to exhaustion and like fatigue, and then pushing yourself past your body's limits. I don't know, there's like a difference, you know? I was definitely overexerting myself. I was already tired, and you just need to be careful, I guess, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I kind of knew better, and I was just like, no, it's fine, I can do it. And yeah, now my shoulder hurts. Just this one, not this one. This one's fine, but this one, pretty sore. Yeah. So someone commented on one of my videos asking me to do like a full beginner friendly workout. I was wondering when I was gonna do that, because for the most part I've been working on pretty specific things, and those aren't really very beginner friendly. But today would be a great day because I don't want to do muscle ups because I did that yesterday, and I don't want to do stalders because my shoulders hurt. So if you're not interested in seeing like a super beginner workout, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, hopefully I feel better tomorrow. I'll go back to like my drills and stuff. Really, I honestly don't really do stuff that's like super complicated anyway. So yeah, let me think. What was I doing when I started a few months ago? Now, to be fair, I've always been like pretty active. So I've always been able to do at least like 5 push-ups. I've always been able to do, actually that's not true. I don't know if I've always been able to do a pull-up, or I don't know. When I started training this year for it, I could do 1 pull-up. It was a very struggled and ugly 1 pull-up, like those pull-ups that you're like to get to the top. Yeah, that's how my pull-up was at the beginning of the year. But I know I still had like a baseline that was like a little bit more than some people, so I'm trying to like keep that in mind. So yeah, I'll probably keep it really simple just so I don't strain anything. Be a very chill, easygoing workout. I'll also probably throw in some core work, but that's not really like, well, I guess calisthenics people should train core specifically. I just don't train it for my skills. I'm only training it for aesthetics because I want the little V ab definition thing. Sorry, I'm sitting in here because I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna do, but I guess I can just figure it out when I get inside. So, you know what sucks though? Like, my favorite back to the basics, like kind of beginner type of workout is push-ups. And I don't know if I should do push-ups today because push is a lot of shoulders. It's a lot of chest, but also a lot of shoulders. So I don't know. I'm overthinking it. I will just do what feels good. If I feel like I'm starting to strain my shoulder, I'll stop. And if not, then I'll just keep going. So yeah. Okay, I need to start my workout. I've been here too long. See you inside.
Alright, so part of me didn't even want to go to the gym today because I was feeling sore, but I figured if I kept everything really basic and kind of just warmed myself up and felt my way through my workouts, I should be fine. So this is actually something I do when I warm up a lot of the time, which is just doing handstands against the wall. So Sometimes you can do them facing the opposite way, but I prefer to do them facing the wall. I think it just helps better with balance and stacking your body and doesn't allow you to arch as much. And so when I warm up, I don't normally record my warm-ups just because I do them really quickly and I'm usually in a rush. But I'll usually do it for maybe like 20-30 seconds at a time. But since I decided to do this half as a warm-up, half as a workout, I like to just kick up, walk as close to the wall as possible, and then just hold this as long as I can. And I think it's a really good warm-up for your whole body, for your wrists, your arms. But yeah, it's a very chill workout. So my first set, I didn't realize that the camera was not on me. So the second one, I fixed it and did more of the same. And like I said, it's a chill workout. I just like to play around here. If you feel comfortable against the wall, then you can kind of practice balancing a little bit. So sometimes I'll keep one leg on there, kick off the other, and just trying to hold it as long as I can off of the wall. Sometimes I'll just stretch here as well, but I'll just stay until I start to feel fatigued or until my upper body starts to tell me it doesn't want to do this anymore. So I know I said I was going to be giving my shoulders a break, but honestly, this was not hurting me in any way. If anything, this was actually helping me gauge like how sore I was and if I was injured. And this didn't hurt me at all. I actually felt really fine doing this workout. So I felt like it made me feel better, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't think I'm as injured as I think I am. I think it just genuinely needs to not be pushed as hard as I've been pushing it. So I also felt like going back to a basic workout would probably be good for it because I'd be strengthening my shoulder. So here I just started stretching my shoulder out, just making sure that it felt good, that I wasn't going to do anything I would regret. And then I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to do push-ups. Just because, like I said, I think one of the most important workouts to start learning calisthenics are pull-ups and push-ups. So initially, I was trying to think of the progressive way that you would go about it. So I started out doing planks, because obviously, if you can't hold a plank for more than a few seconds, you probably can't do a push-up. It's just a moving plank. But then I decided it'd probably be better to start with the hardest workout, and as I get fatigued, go down to the easier ones. And then obviously, if you're just starting out, you would probably start at the most difficult one that you can do a few reps of. So for example, I can do regular push-ups, so I just did a few sets of push-ups, about 10 to 12 push-ups, or until I felt tired, and would finish my last set with a very slow negative, as I normally do. But if you can only do 1 to 2 push-ups, I would probably do my 1 or 2 and then finish my last one with a negative, and then go into quote-unquote girl push-ups, which are push-ups on your knees. I don't really like the term girl push-ups. I never liked that name, but whatever, that's what people call it. So when you can't do any more regular push-ups, you'd go to these push-ups and do as many as you can, or about 10 to 15 until you start to feel exhausted. And then you could finish this with your last set also being a negative, or you can just go back to a plank, go from the top, just do one super slow negative. You don't even have to push up. You can just kind of collapse like this, and then go back to a plank, and then do another negative until you can't really control them anymore. So that is the progressive way that I'd go about this. Normally when you don't have the strength to do a skill, you'll either do a lot of negatives to build up to doing 1 rep of the regular skill, or do that same skill at just a lighter weight, which would be, in this case, doing it on your knees, so you're only lifting half of your body instead of all of your body. So after I did a little bit of upper body, I decided the next most important skill were L-sits, so I was working a little bit on core and hip flexors. So the easiest version is to start with seated knee raises, which looks like this. I'll usually do like, I don't know, 15 to 20 each leg if I was just starting out. And then once that becomes too easy, then you can start doing the same thing with single leg raises, but having your legs be completely straight. Once this becomes easy, then I would progress to piked leg raises, which is just lifting up both legs at the same time. And the further you lean forward and the more your arms are in front of you, the easier it becomes. So I would start with my arms all the way in front of me and then slowly move them to be in line with my hips, and then lean back and put them behind me, which would make this turn into like V-ups pretty much. Then my next favorite hip flexor workout are single leg raises in a straddle. So you put your legs out as far into a straddle as you can and either put your arms in front of you or around each leg and lift them up like this. Pretty brutal, actually kind of hard, so maybe skip this one if your hip flexors aren't already pretty strong. This next workout, I'm not sure if it has a name, but the leg raises are one part of the L-sit. The other part of the L-sit is lifting your body up and holding your body up, obviously. So if you take the leg weight out of the equation, you just do these little pulses, lifting your butt off the ground, up and down. Probably do about 12 to 15 reps. And when you're done with that, then you just lift yourself up and do a hold. Hold as long as you can. And honestly, this is a little bit more fatiguing than you'd think. It looks really simple, but I think it's a good workout, especially for your wrists as well. So those are my favorite starter workouts going into the L-sit. Once you have those pretty solid, then you can attempt that last workout and then lifting one leg off the ground and then the other and then both. I kind of just went straight into the L-sit here, but you just start like this, lifting as high off at the ground as you can and just holding this as long as you can. But something I realized when I started doing this workout was actually that I felt like doing it on the floor was a little bit harder than doing it on the parallettes. I'm not sure why that is. I think because you don't have as much room underneath you to hollow out your body, so you have to use a lot more compression is my guess, but I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that when I do these on parallettes, they felt a lot easier and I could hold myself for a lot longer than I could on the ground. So you best believe that I went ahead and grabbed those parallettes and just did my L-sit holds on those for my next few sets. But I just say that because if this workout is kind of hard for you, I would encourage you to get some parallettes and practice on there, because I think it might make it easier for you to build up your endurance to doing it on the ground. So when I grabbed them, I did tucked L-sits first, and then when these are easy, then you can put your legs out. You can start out with one leg at a time and then progress to two. And I say normally when I do these, I really focus on keeping my legs parallel or above parallel to the ground. But that is really something that I was doing more as an endurance thing, and I feel like that's also a little bit more advanced, trying to do them up like this. So when you're just starting out, I would not worry about that cue. I think that's something that you should be focusing on once you are able to hold these for at least 30 seconds. Then you can start focusing on holding them up higher and higher and higher. The last workout I did, though, because I love doing these on parallettes, are dips. When I first started doing these, I would do these in a seated position like this with my feet directly under me. Once I built a little bit of endurance, though, I like to step my feet further and further away from me until my body isn't tucked like this anymore, but it's in more of an L. Something I think people are kind of bad at with dips, me included, is form. So I really try to focus on getting my arms and elbows to get to a 90-degree angle every time I go down. And it's a little brutal. I'm not very good at dips, but I definitely think they're vital for literally almost every skill, honestly. So you can finish these with negatives as well. It's usually how I like to finish them, when I'm completely gassed. And it definitely leaves you super fatigued. So I don't know if this style of video seems a little bit different than my normal videos. I was kind of just trying to show different options of the same workout and how you could start a workout out and progress towards the harder version of it. So I hope that was helpful in terms of trying to suggest workouts that could be more beginner friendly. I don't know if I necessarily accomplished that through this workout, but I did want to give options while still doing something that was challenging for me. So let me know if this was helpful, let me know if it wasn't, and I'll see you in the car. Okay, that was a
pretty different workout than I normally do. Honestly, I don't know if it really was that different. When I record these videos, I normally just go in and then do whatever I feel like I want to work on, and I don't think too much about it, honestly. Like, I don't really think about how I'm gonna edit it, or like if people are gonna copy my workouts. I kind of started these videos really more for just documentation of like what I do and seeing how that contributes to my progress, which is why like you hear a lot of the time in these videos I'm like, I was doing this, but I think I'm gonna do this now, and I think I'm gonna incorporate this now instead of this, because it's literally just me trying to figure it out. So I hope no one thinks I'm like an expert or anything, because I'm not. But the entire time I was working out today, I was trying to keep that comment in mind, and I was very much thinking like, okay, well, what could someone do if they wanted to work up to this skill? So I don't know, I mean, maybe when I edit it, it'll like come out the same way that it normally does, but I've never like thought that much about my workouts is my point. So that was like different. But don't get me wrong, I still feel like I got a great workout. I was like this close when I went inside. I was like, you know, maybe I should just try my stalder anyway. Like, come on. The first one's always the best one because you come in with the most energy and like, you know, before you get tired from everything else, which is why I like to start with it. And I was like, maybe I could do it today. I did it last time. Like, I got it. But you know what? Even if I do have it, which I probably do, I would like to think that I do, not worth it. I didn't want to exacerbate any tenderness or, yeah. I don't think I'm injured. I really hope I'm not injured, but if I wasn't injured and then I tried to like push through just to get it on camera today, I probably would injure myself. So decided not to do that, and yeah, I just did a lot of holds. I don't know, I just think that's the best way to exhaust your muscles, like holding planks, holding handstands, holding any position that like requires your muscles to be engaged. That's a great workout. It builds endurance and strength. And I think it definitely does translate over, because it's like when you do multiple sets till exhaustion, I feel like you're cueing your muscles to be like, okay, we need to be able to like do this for an extended period of time. Also, with those dips, very interesting. I think I need to go back to doing those, because when you get to that like 90 degree, I felt it a lot like here. I don't know if it's just more so because I'm sore because I worked on muscle ups yesterday, but that was that strength I was talking about, that I'm like, wow, what a very like random point of your body to exercise that I don't feel like oh my gosh, I'm talking too much, I need to go to work. Random part of my body that I don't normally exercise that I should more. Where are my keys? Oh no, where are my keys? I have to have them. I just got in the car. Oh. Here they are. But yeah, so I think obviously I know dips are going to help muscle ups because it's the last part of the muscle up, but in terms of that negative part where like I felt like there's a lot of pressure and stuff on my elbow area that I need to work on, I think dips are going to help with that, because it felt like they were working that out as well. But I hope that workout was helpful for someone. Yeah, I don't know. I never really intended for these videos to be like, follow my workout with me. I mean, you're welcome to do it if you want to, but I just mean like, I know my workouts aren't for everyone. Like, I kind of just do what I enjoy. And if someone finds them helpful and they want to copy my workouts, just know that I'm still learning. there's lots of times where I've done workouts and then like a few days later or a few weeks later, I'm like, I actually don't think that that was a good workout, or I don't think that that was helpful for what I'm working towards. Like, if I have a workout that I think is really good, that I'm like, I live and breathe by this, I think that this has helped me a bunch, I'll say that, and you'll see me like repetitively keep doing them, because obviously I'll be like, this is a great workout. But sometimes I just make workouts up. Sometimes I just see what other people do and then just copy that. And then depending how I feel, depending if I feel like it exhausted my muscles in the way that I kind of wanted it to, then I'll keep doing it. But if not, then I just won't. But I don't know. I mean, if it's more helpful for people to be like, no, I really like a step-by-step like tutorial, like, can you just plan a workout and show me a full workout that I can do specifically for this, then yeah, I can like tailor some of my days to do that. I don't think all of my days, because I like to play around in the gym too still. I don't know, maybe I should make like calisthenics beginner videos on TikTok, and actual beginner videos, because every time I see a calisthenics beginner video, it is not for beginners. It's like, who are you kidding? I don't know if you're just trying to make yourself feel good or make other people feel bad, but I remember a time when I couldn't out-sit. I remember a time that anytime I did anything, my wrist would immediately hurt, and I'd be like, why can't I do this? I had the upper body strength, but I did not have the wrist strength. So it's like, I don't know, I think that's like really important for people to also know. You need to make sure every part of your body has built up a certain level of endurance before you start learning these higher skills. Because it's like, yeah, you can be strong enough in your back and your biceps, but then if you force through everything else, like, you're just gonna, that's how you hurt yourself. Learn from me. Like, I hurt myself all the time because it's not even because I don't know better, it's just because I am impatient. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm like, it's fine. And then it's not. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say today. Good workout. I definitely feel very fatigued. Man, I hate dips. And maybe that's good. Like, you should do the things that you're bad at, obviously. You shouldn't just do things you're good at, because then the things that you're bad at, you'll just stay bad at. But man, my endurance in my triceps is poopy. It is garbage. Everything else, I feel like I can push myself a lot longer, and then with triceps, it's just like immediately exhausted. I start out real strong, and then after like the first few reps, I'm just like immediately. I don't like that feeling. So I'll probably try and focus on that more. I don't know, I say that a lot. I say like, I'm probably gonna focus on this more, and then I forget. I literally will remember when I'm editing these videos a week after I said it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did say I was gonna do that. And then I'll try to do it after that, but yeah, okay, I'm done. I hope you have a good workout today. I will see you tomorrow.